I always blue? I don't feel like I'm always blue.
You're kind of blue. You need to get out more.
Ooh, I'm sweating now, Phil.
Good. Go home and take a shower.
Yeah, I do that. You say well.
It's a real thing.
Yep. It's shower worthy for sure.
Anything else? Is my phone okay? You don't mind a Cubs hat being up there?
Well,
Cubs are sponsors.
World Series champs. Oh, here's Corbin.
T-Fred, thank you for commenting so we can see if the comments are working. Hey, thank you, T-Fred.
Chris is always first.
What do you mean Chris is always first?
He normally just says hi to me. I think he's being nice today. Say hi to all
Well,
you guys.
McGinnis has got a couple of big games coming up. So
Oh, okay.
he needs us.
Where do you got McGinnis in your rankings?
I don't have a top 10. I'm going to top 5.
Will they be in top 10?
Yeah, they'd be in top 10.
Top 10.
Pretty close, though. Very close.
T-Fred says, looking forward to seeing you guys next Friday.
Is
Yes.
next Friday when we play them?
Yeah.
Yep.
You going to have a new press box by next Friday, T-Fred?
If there's rain, you won't see us.
That ain't no lie.
We can't go.
What are we going to do if it's raining?
The big guys use tarp.
For the entire broadcast,
Well, you're right. We're out.
we're in the bleachers.
I got a 12 by 12 canopy.
I got a big canopy too.
Rookie.
Apologize. I got a canopy as well.
Yeah, we would.
Remember we used to go up top?
Well, then we got kicked off of there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be even worse because I think,
Getting kicked out of everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
well, McGinnis is always that way.
It's a new thing, local.
They say we can. They do give us the option of the building in the far corner of the end zone.
Oh, over, there
that's-
behind left field.
yes,
That's generous.
yeah.
First class. Oh, VA and psychedelics. Let's see here.
But the good thing with McGinnis, we get to see T-Fred.
Yep.
Now I want.
Phil, I got approved for my credentials the other day. Did you?
I've been approved, right? Yes.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't update my photo.
Oh, he's got that bad one on there.
Who one from last year? Dressed up, smiling, suit,
yeah.
tie.
That's a little much.
You're welcome.
Oh, go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
T-Fred says the game is on TV next Friday. You know, that used to be a big deal.
It's not a big deal anymore.
Well, we're
T-Fred.
going to talk about streaming and all that stuff. So that's another part we can bring on there.
I think.
Except for
I
I'm
think.
pretty sure TV gets a space in their little.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been right over for them.
Well, McGinnis doesn't have a stream, so this is a big deal for them this week. I don't think they have a stream. Well, if they do, it's the Pixel Out where it's just the camera, and I don't know if there's any audio to that. And T-Fred, you're gonna help us out because they change radio stations every year, and sometimes during the middle of the year, and so it's hard to keep up with that. So. Michael Bennett. Hey guys, PC North fan here. Been waiting for watching the season. I hope you enjoy.
Rookie.
I enjoy you guys. Thank you, Michael Bennett.
Absolute rookie.
PC North. They got a few victories already
PC
this
North.
year.
A few.
Pumpkin City. Yeah, I think they got 2.
PC North.
Yeah, I think so. Pumpkin City.
West.
No, Pumpkin City original got a victory.
PCO. They went from being unranked to ranked number 10 in the Oklahoman.
Don't take much in the Oklahoma. They won a game, number 8.
Well, there's only 16 teams. And
Well, did you see the Oklahomans 6A2 rankings? Barnesville last week came in again. This 6A2 is kind of down this year, but Barnesville was 0-3 going into last week. They get a win last week. They shoot to number 6 in
Number
6A2.
6A2.
They went from unranked to
First
number
win
6.
of the year.
well, we talked about, and we'll get into it more here, but we've always talked about who's the 6th team.
Yeah.
Who's the number 6 team in 6A2, and it changes every week.
Yeah. 0-3 to 1-3 to number 6. Oh, see, I stream all their home games, Chris.
Yeah, no, I knew they did it, and then they simulcast on V1031C. I can't ever keep up with the radio station. It's always changing. Which I get it. It happens. It does happen. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that's
Michael Bennett, PC North.
Yeah, PC North. As I thought, 2 victories this year, and they'll beat Northwest Classen this week.
Yep.
So there's 3. Ponca City, winnable. Putnam City, winnable. Lawton, winnable. Deer Creek, a little tough.
Yeah. PC North was really good back when I was in high school. Aaron Ivey was on the baseball team. Was just a stud. Can absolutely just motor, just so fast.
The cool thing with PC North, they have their own football stadium now. A couple of years now.
Yep. And then they had Delmas. He was a baseball player. Played at Connor State. He was really good. But yeah, I remember PC North being real good back. Tyler Dixon, one of my Cali teammates in Ark City, Kansas, was on one of those teams. He was a real good ball player. But yeah, back in my high school days, PC North was pretty daggum good.
All right, I think we're ready to get the show started.
Hit the button.
Not yet.
No.
Get this pulled up here real quick.
A new shirt? New shirt? Mm-hmm. That's the same brand?
Yeah, I like them.
Turned out good.
Yeah.
Is that RC production?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. These are the same type of shirts Phil got us for the high school huddle. I like them.
I like the shirts too.
I think they're real nice.
I wish they'd come in longs. I like my shirt longer.
A little bit longer?
Yeah.
We can start showing. Check Facebook and put a test comment in. It's under the high school huddle just to see if the comment would ever work on the high school. No, I don't think we got a lot of people watching on Facebook, so that's fine too. Phil got sidetracked.
I went to the notification and I don't have a notification.
I got one.
Thank you.
Posted.
Okay. We'll give it a few more seconds. We'll officially start the show.
I don't see it on Guthrie News page.
T-Fred said, hello from Phil's favorite social media app, Facebook.
It's not.
I know. I was.
You were on Guthrie News page, though.
I was.
Yeah.
Then when I went there, I realized wrong place.
All right. So I don't think Facebook comments are going to work there. I think they might work on segments. Oh, we'll find out later. All right, here we go. Yeah, I see that. Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle, along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. It is Wednesday, September 27, 2023. We get set for week 5 of the high school football season. District started last week, and we'll get into the second week of district action. And I think it was yesterday, 12 hours of sunlight, 12 hours of no sunlight. Perfect balance, 12 and 12.
Not perfect.
We're getting closer to those kickoffs being pitch dark.
When's that happen?
November, first week in November, I think. I mean, it'll be dark before that. But
I can't
So
wait.
sad.
I've never been more excited for the sun to go down quicker because our youth football coach leaves those kids out there until 8 o'clock till it's pitch dark out there.
Trying to build winners, Ronnie.
Well, I understand that, but I won't go home and eat.
So, Little League football, how many games is on the schedule?
118.
Quite a bit. We go to Seminole this week, 2 hours away.
You're going to pass a lot of Little League football fields to go play Seminole.
Oh, no, I got golf outing this weekend.
That is insane, though.
It's crazy.
Well,
Golf outing. I
Rest in
forgot.
peace, KP.
so first grade, second grade, third grade. I wonder if by the time they get to high school, how many players they lose because there's
lot.
so many games.
You lose a lot.
You haven't gotten to and there's playoffs. I think there's 18 rounds of playoffs too.
You lose a lot of kids.
Yeah, no, I got a whole segment. We won't go into that about youth football.
Yeah, no, I'm not real big fan of the first, second, third. Back in the day, back in Phil's day,
Golden years. Called
fifth
golden
and sixth
years.
grade, fourth and fifth grades. That usually when it started Little League football.
Didn't play tackle football where I grew up until you got in junior high.
Oh, really?
Okay.
See, when I was growing up, it was 5th, 6th grade.
Okay,
Fourth, 5th, 6th.
Started playing flag football in the 4th grade. 4th, 5th, and 6th, you played flag. And then the 7th grade, you went to tackle. And I think that's not a bad plan.
Yeah, it's So you got them playing younger, and then you play more and more games every year, and it's just.
But you look at.
I don't know if is it good for the sport.
I don't think it's I think the sport's got problems. We all love it, but the sport's got problems when you look at participation rates across the country are way down. I mean, it's got problems.
I mean, I think youth football is not nearly as bad as travel baseball.
Not from a perspective of how many games and burning kids out. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I've, and I'm going to make a lot of my local friends mad at me.
Oh, please do.
But yeah, I'm good at that. But and my kids played tackle football. Okay. So I think I got it wrong. In hindsight, who I think got it right?
What's that?
Here locally, our friend Jeff Chappell. Their kids started playing tackle football in the 6th grade.
Well, I got a friend, a buddy, and he coaches, and his kid didn't start playing football till junior high.
Right.
And he's a coach.
Yeah. I mean, I just think there's a lot of truth to be told that the little guys is more about the adults than it is the little guys.
Dude. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I mean, and listen, more power to, I mean, they love their kids. It's their choice. And my kids play tackle football. I just think I was wrong. If I could do it all over again, I would have taken them to a town nearby and played flag for those years. So,
well, you got to take my kid to flag football.
I did. Yeah, he had a great career.
His contract didn't get renewed.
It didn't.
Yeah, it was a one-year
it was
contract.
Politics.
Politics got away. Yeah, because he was going to be playing for Bill Belichick for the Patriots.
No doubt.
If it wasn't for the league.
I think he was destined to be a wideout, so he probably would have been like a. Miami's a probably team for him right now. Like to throw the ball.
Yeah, the ball.
Oh, all right. We got a bunch to get into. That's a little sidebar here. We don't have a lot of news off the field in high school football.
We got a little bit.
We'll talk about some stuff. But coming up here in a little bit, top 10 games of the week. No, we didn't have a game Guthrie didn't have a game last week, but we will be picking Guthrie Piedmont.
Yeah,
we will.
It's not the game of the week, but it's close.
Probably should be.
It's a huge 5A2 matchup.
Make a pretty strong argument, should be.
Mm-hmm. Got that. We got really good slate of games to pick from this week. We got top 5. It shuffled a little bit. Dallas, hang in there. Owasso got beat. I know Dallas is watching, but Owasso got beat.
Yeah, they did.
So there's this conversation of
is beat the right word?
Ran off the field.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a conversation. Yeah, there's a conversation in 6A1 the rankings. I mean, there's
not one.
No, one
solid.
One secured.
Yeah.
One is secured for a while, but 2 through 6, 2 through 7, there's a conversation.
Yeah.
2 through 7 for sure.
And we will have that discussion here in a little bit. We'll take a look back at some games as well. But one thing that we wanted to talk about is how the football has evolved, especially when it comes to streaming and producing and broadcasting football games. Back in the day, it was all about, there was a couple television stations. It was all about if you got on TV, that was a huge deal. And then streaming came along about, I don't know, 6 years, maybe 7.
When we had the meltdown locally? 6-7 years ago?
No. I think we do the Guthrie broadcast production, and I think the first year we did Guthrie streaming was in the playoffs of 2017.
Yeah.
So
wasn't well received.
It was 6 or 7 years it's been around, and it has involved even more so.
Yeah. Where
there are multiple companies out there that have a bunch of schools underneath their umbrella. But TV back in the day, I mean, I remember 2, maybe 3 television programs that would have it, and boy, if you got that on there,
race home to see if you're on the news.
Yeah, you're right. It was
Fit the
a huge
VHS and record it so I can see it when I get home.
And before really the TV of it, but the local Oklahoma City television stations or Tulsa was always a big deal.
Yeah,
to see if you made the highlights.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah, it's come down a little bit, but now I'm at almost every school, not all schools, but a lot of schools now have where they stream their Friday night games. And I think it's been very impactful. I think, and I'm going to get you guys' opinion as well. They're watching this live, but I think the coaches had to adjust to it a little bit because, coaches are
sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Yeah, because normally coaches would exchange. Of course, coaches used to have to drive game film. That has changed a lot. Technology has. I guess we can talk about technology.
I guess what I don't understand is we had Huddle years before streaming.
Well, back before Huddle, and whatever service that is, you would have to drive to your game meet. If you're going Guthrie to Woodward, you meet,
drop game film.
You meet in Watauga or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, and then Huddle came along, technology was there, and now and coaches still exchange film. Last two games, I think that's still the process. But now, most of these games are streamed, and coaches can go back and watch those streams. They can, if they have a bye week, they can watch live that week. So instead of getting 2 game films, now you have a whole full season of game films. So,
well, I just know that there was a speed bump for us, and we had to go through that process, and I don't know. I just well.
Back to the coaching side of it, they definitely adjust to it, because again, the coaches in any sport, basketball, baseball, football, they are so paranoid about anything. I mean, just so the paranoia is a real thing. I mean, I got kicked off a sideline last year at a game. I'm like
because the equipment
in my ear.
Ideally, you would have been on the other side.
Of course I could, but our equipment wouldn't reach over there. At least I didn't think. And
that night,
the AD came over and said, "Sorry, our head coach wants you off our sideline." I'm like, I can't even hear anything they're saying. I got my ears in. I'm just hearing to the guys upstairs. He goes, "I know, I understand it, but he wants you on the sideline. You need to get onto their side." Sure, no problem.
Absolutely.
I got to say this. We think that. You know what? I'm not going to mince words. I've seen several examples of coaches. This isn't all coaches, but several examples of coaches that are way over the top on these things.
The police are coming after you, Phil.
Please come. Way over the top. I mean, way over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I'll speak for our crew, and we call the state championship games, so we do a pretty good job. We produce all the state championship games. We call several of the state championship games. I think there's this misconception out there, at least from some coaches, that people that are doing this are making all this money doing this. And I can just tell you right now,
that's a lie.
That's a bald-faced lie. Yeah. Most people stream these games because they care about promoting the kids, and the reason we get
their community and their school,
and we get excited because we'll be doing a broadcast, and Chris has invested so much money in this equipment over the years that when we'll have grandmas, aunts, uncles, dads, moms deployed overseas. We've had that.
Yeah. Yep.
My son used to tune in when he was deployed overseas and watch his alma mater, the team he played football for, that was a part of a state championship team, when he was deployed overseas.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we get a rush out of. But it just seems like you have to fight with almost, not everybody, but you have to fight with a lot of places you go.
Yeah.
Because they don't like the cables, or they don't like this, or they don't like that, or this is too crowded, or that's too crowded. And it's just, it's a bunch of junior high behavior that just doesn't need to happen.
Well, and with more streaming is more equipment. And, a couple years ago, Ponca City went to play Bixby, and Bixby said to the visiting streaming team that, no, you cannot stream these games because we are streaming it here, and we charge, and if you come in and people aren't going to come by, or you're coming in and people aren't going to come to the gate. That was a big argument. Well, the owner of that streaming company happened to be a Oklahoma State legislature and a state senate, and passed a law that if the home team gets to stream the regular season game, the visiting team gets to stream that regular season game. So now they have to. So now you can't say you can't come. Now with that,
there's still some attitudes.
Well, and there's more, and sometimes there's some schools have a streaming broadcast and a radio broadcast.
Yeah,
like Tuttle.
Yeah.
They have 2.
Yeah.
And so you throw in those 2, and you throw in maybe the home team streaming, and then, hey, maybe TV wants to come over. So there's 4 or 5 streaming. What I'm saying
which
is,
could be a lot for some school to take in.
A huge amount. Yeah. Even a normal press box cannot hold all those many people. So, these press boxes weren't built for this situation.
No, they weren't. Nope.
Moving forward, yes.
Yeah.
But, you've had some press boxes built in 10 years.
They're outstanding.
But it's outgrown. And so it's tough because everyone wants their cameras and cables, and it's hard. It's managing. I'm sure athletic directors
hate it.
Have to fight it all the time. And now if you're at Union, Deer Creek, Yukon, Stillwater, they have fantastic, they have all the room you could ever want. And that's not, in some situations, even you go to smaller schools, A, 2A, simply don't do it. And so you have to make other arrangements. And so that's one of the bad things. I don't know if bad things, but that's one of the things there. But with all the streaming of other football games, all these kids get all the exposure. You get to see the community. Like, I would probably never go and see Rejoice Christian football.
No.
Yeah.
But you can see what their field looks like. You can see how much school spirit and all that stuff that they have. So I think outside of what Phil said, which was a more important thing, grandma and grandpa in Florida and the dad serving overseas is getting to watch their kid. That's the only way they would ever get to watch their kid play football. So
I'm always confused. I'm always confused when coaching staffs don't just have a problem, but they're outwardly passive, at best, passive aggressive about it, at best. And you're going, okay, it's a Friday night. We're spending it down here covering your team.
Right.
We make no money doing it. Chris, how much money have I made doing this in all the years I've done it?
Well, your contract is for another 3 years,
right.
too.
And it's the same contract I've always had. How much money do I make? Zero. Yeah. And so I don't understand.
Your attorneys, I love working with you.
Oh, no, they're terrible attorneys. I keep meaning to fire them. But my point is that, and it's not just us, it's the mass majority of these people doing this. They're doing it because they love the game, they love their communities, they love the kids, and they're trying to highlight and showcase these kids. And who else gets highlighted and showcased? The coaching staffs. Yeah. And so everywhere we go, not everywhere, many places you go, it's just running uphill with a 120-pound backpack on. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just like, good Lord, guys, calm down. It's insane.
The other great thing with the streaming is you have students that are in junior high or high school that are getting to do operated camera or a switchboard or even get to announce.
A lot of high schools are actually implementing communications class to do this stuff. I know they've asked you to do it here in our town.
Yeah, no, it's a.
They did.
If you,
well, me and you. Okay. About it, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, right. You guys just
long for the ride.
Can't get rid of you guys. But no, so now this is a great way to, you always talk about the football players. They can go off to college and do their thing. Well, same thing with you get hands-on experience into this before college, and it's a great deal.
Well, it is, and I just think we all need to remember. First of all, it's not about the adults, it's not about us, it's not about the coaches, it's about the kids that are playing.
Yeah,
that's the first thing we all need to remember. It's not about the adults. None of us. We're there to support and encourage and teach and. And in our case, hopefully highlight some kids and get their name out there and let family members from out of state get to enjoy watching their loved one play. And it just shouldn't be a source of frustration for anybody. Yeah. It shouldn't be. Yeah. But boy, it sure
my
is.
favorite part about the whole thing is obviously the grandma, the dad is serving overseas, get to watch it. But what about the kids? When they get married, they have a family. You know how dads are with their boys. Oh, yeah. You get to show your young boy, look, daddy played football too. Look at me play. How cool is that? I mean, we didn't have that. I mean, I don't have film of me. I can't get on YouTube's and pull up a baseball game or something like that and show my three boys.
I couldn't tell the stories.
I know, exactly. So
that was only a 14-yard field goal.
There's more.
Lord,
there's definitely a lot.
I thought you said you were big in high school. You're skinny.
6'4". Show them the program. It says 6'4". Yeah, it was a lie. But I think there's obviously more positive that goes with it. But again, there is a lot of negative that obviously not just us, but a lot of people.
But my point is, if we all work together on it. If people would work together, it would be a great thing. I mean, people would. I mean, it would. There just shouldn't be frustration built around it. Yeah, it is what it is.
And there's different levels of broadcasting, and if it's just one camera, one announcer, hey, that's a great start. That's how production happens. You can't have all the fancy stuff in year one, and maybe another downside is the announcers are maybe not. They're not broadcasters. Yeah. They're your booster club president and
employees of the school district.
And so, I mean, that has opened it up, which is good. Sometimes it's bad because they don't know
last week.
They don't know the field of it. That's not what they do day to day.
Well, so, we make a conscious.
Used to be the other bad. I keep going back and forth, pros and cons. The other bad thing about that is you used to be able to turn on the radio and listen to games.
Yeah.
There's
there's not that.
as many games on the radio.
We
now.
cut the cord a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, it was tough. We were with radio for 99 and then went away for a little bit. Then 2002 all the way to what 2021.
21.
Yeah.
So it was a little different.
It was hard.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah.
But I want to say this. We make a conscious decision, and a lot of crews do. Right? You can always see exceptions. But a broadcast crew shouldn't make it about them. And number one rule is you don't call out coaches in high school football, and you don't call out officials, and you sure don't call out kids, right? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, over the last few years, we've seen all three of those.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's tough because you want to be fair to the situation.
You do,
and I think you get in, and you get out. You don't harp on it. There are times this year that there was we just had to be fair to the situation because people at home see it and everyone knows that something happened. And if you're avoiding it, then you
have to acknowledge it, but you can acknowledge it in the right way. Say, well, I guess they got a better view than I do. I guess I didn't see that. There's ways to do it, but you never say number 22 does something stupid and hits a guy 3 yards out of bounds. You don't go, well, that 22 kid's an idiot. He hit him 3 yards out of bounds. No, you don't do that.
You don't want to be the story, okay?
No.
You do not want to be the story as a broadcaster.
Ever.
So we got
So we should screw up really bad this week and be all over the news. That's how this should go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Give me my mic back.
Yeah. Dallas says, I know Coetus started streaming in 2010. Thank you. Grant. Hi, Grant. Grant says he's guessing we're going to pick Guthrie in our game of the week.
Been picking him ahead of that other team all year.
So far, Grant. So far, our picks have been okay.
Been pretty good. I finished dead last. I was 8-2 last week.
Well, I'm just Guthrie. We're 1-0. So
yeah.
Grant, I was curious who you would be picking this week.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your comments.
Anyway, Grant says. Long way to get to Grant's point here. Huddle was in 2011.
Well, I don't know if he's talking about Huddle.
Like the coaches
with the coaches getting access. Maybe Grant clarify that because I know I had kids playing in 7 and 6 and they had Huddle, but I don't know if that was just for the kids because I don't know what feature. So I'm sure he's talking about when everybody could access it.
Yeah, Craig Cunningham says Phil's got a good point. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't care. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it.
T. Fred, I think
smart man.
I think streaming games got picked up during the COVID year. A lot of schools did go to streaming because of COVID. So there were some things there. Let's just throw this up here. T. Fred says people got upset during playoffs because OSSAA charged streaming, and that's not part of the NFHS network platforms. Well, I don't want to get into all the specifics of that deal, but with playoffs, the OSSAA owns those rights.
They own them.
So, like you always hear college football. TV money.
It's everywhere.
That's part of the deal, and it's the same situation here. Yep. OSSAA owns those rights, and TV and streaming and radio, they have to go through the OSSAA, just like Fox and CBS and NBC. All these throw all these money at
conferences.
At conferences, so it's the same situation there. Obviously, it's not the same dollars, but so that's the other part of the streaming deal. So thank you, T.
Which again,
for
just to clarify, we get none of that.
Yeah.
That the OSSAA charge that, and it goes to the OSSAA.
Correct. And I mean that's how they're able to. That's how they're able to do things.
T. Fred brought up the NFHS network. The NFHS network put out a bid for all sports for all postseason.
OSSAA did put out a bid.
Yes. Yeah. NFHS network bidded on it and
won it
and was awarded that. So that's part of that process.
That's called America.
Yeah.
America.
Cousin Nate, appreciate the kind words talking about our broadcast.
Did he mention me?
He said y'all.
Oh, okay, I'll take it. That's a win.
Well, there's 9 of us, 12 of us, or how many there is. So.
118.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Grant Oliver says you're all a top-notch group and understand both sides for sure. Yeah. And it does help. Back in my olden days, I was a sports official, so I understand. And
Ronnie's a coach.
And
I'm along for the ride.
It is, trust me, when officials miss calls,
they will go back to the stream.
As more upset as you are that they missed a call,
there are a million.
I promise you, they are more upset that they missed a call. I remember laying in bed trying to go to sleep, but I couldn't because I missed a call. It would drive me crazy. And luckily for me, it wasn't anything huge in back in my umpiring days, and I couldn't imagine.
Just that Sunbelt mishap you had.
Well, that Sunbelt, that's just extra cool.
Kind of a big deal.
Affected you?
Well, no, not me.
No.
Who did it affect?
Well,
Nobody.
Let's break this down.
It did not affect anything.
Sunbelt's like the junior Sunbelt's the second greatest high school. It used to be. I don't think they do Sunbelt no more.
According to who?
Well, it used to be back in the day. It was number 2. Then senior Sunbelt was number 1.
According to who?
The national. Everybody came to Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Did you win?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I saw this comment come across, and it was there was an announcer that got a little excited a few times, and Grant thought it was great.
Well,
so,
and let me we know this announcer personally,
yes,
right? And
you can't watch the game, by the way. It's now private.
yeah, it's now private.
it?
Oh yeah, they changed it to private. Yeah.
It went private. Yeah.
And I want to say this: I like the guy. Okay, I'm not. So that has nothing to do with it. But there were lines crossed in what was said that night.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't. You just can't do it. Yeah. I mean, not if you hold yourself out even a little bit, where you're attempting to do a professional job. You can't. You just can't do those.
I mean, depend what kind of in just perspective what was said in that game. If we were to go off and said something like that, we might not be asked to do the state championship games no more. It was that bad.
There's no might.
Yeah,
there's no might. Is there any might?
Well,
no. You'd go straight to don't ever lose our number. Don't ever come back here.
Well, Chris is real like though.
Not that like.
I think if I was next to you, I think
you would have pushed the mute button.
Yeah. Probably so a few times.
Well, but we've probably talked enough about this, but it's just we pride ourselves in trying to do a fair job and do a good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when we see that, it's no different than when you see, if you're in the coaching profession, you see a coach do something they shouldn't do, and you know it crosses a line. It affects everybody else that does it. So we don't like that.
Heat in the moment.
It just puts a lot of people in a bad
place.
Spot. Bad place. Yeah.
We have a shortage of officials already, and we're calling officials out.
At the end of the day, there's a bunch of teams. There's two athletic teams.
Yep.
There's the officiating team. There's broadcast teams, and they're all trying to do the best that they can with what they have. Yep. And that's mistakes are human, right?
No, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. They're going to happen. Now, there's bad things that happen, and there's a little out of line type deal. So, but anyway, all right. We wanted to get that there. We need stuff to happen. We need kids signing, so we can talk about that.
Do good stuff.
Not a whole lot. And that was, again, streaming is a great thing.
Yep,
I think so.
It's awesome.
I think it helps out a bunch of people. So, all right, we're going to take our opening timeout here on the High School Huddle. We are presented by Generations Church. We'll talk about Generations Church on the other side of this break, as well as the first games of the season in district play last week. There were some mild upsets, and we'll talk about those and some of the great student athletes and their performances after this. This is the High School Huddle.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world.
Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time?
100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
Mm-hmm. We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
Segment 2, High School Huddle. Week 5 of the football season, halfway through after this Friday night's games, Thursday and Friday night's game. But we'll talk about those big matchups as well. Some of the games from last week as well. We'll talk about Broken Arrow. Let's take a look at their schedule here. Let's take a look at that. We'll be picking one of their games here in the top 10 games of the week as well. But let's hear from one of our great sponsors here at Generations Church. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. Appreciate Generations Church able to talk to Josh before the broadcast tonight, and everything is going great over there. And we appreciate Josh and his crew and
good work.
Do great work. Anything over on Facebook, we say hello to our friends at Facebook. Not getting your comments on my particular screen, but I do want to be fair to our Facebook folks over there. And Ronnie, anything over there that they want to share?
Oh, well said, Phil.
Somebody said.
I see what Big Chris said.
You got Facebook friends over there now.
Big
Chris said, so giving the officials at Woodward a pass.
There's a big difference what happened at Woodward and what we heard last Friday night at Piedmont, or excuse me.
I think he's talking about when you said you don't attack officials. You don't attack them,
but you point out. You can point out what you said. I think that's what kind of,
we pointed out Woodward,
and you do point it
show.
out.
Yeah,
but you don't scream into the microphone for 2.5 minutes.
There were situations where the officials weren't. They cost Woodward 3 points.
They did.
The official was was not in position. So do you just? I guess you can just ignore it and not say that. But I thought that was the decision that we made. That we talked during breaks that we have to be fair to the situation. We're not going to harp on it. We're not
going to scream.
We had to stop and say, okay, no, that's it's a learning process. And I talk about that all the time. There's a shortage of game officials, and they were put into a position that they probably shouldn't be put in, but. Yeah. They were put in that situation, and it's high school football, and it's tough. So, yeah, that's the perfect example. We did discuss it, but everybody knew what was going on. Yeah. So, do we just act like it didn't happen? Yeah. It did happen. So that's why.
This is what I said.
It was nothing personal, or we're going to go down and spear anybody. Or,
right.
I mean, we were just given what
we're screaming into the microphone for 45 straight seconds. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing I want to say is on the incident that happened last week, and we're not going to call them out. If you want to find it, you can. Well, you can't find it now; it's private. But the thing that I told Chris when I first heard it, he's not wrong talking about the coaching thing when you're throwing the situation where you're throwing the ball. He's not wrong, but it was the way it was delivered. I mean, it was just over the top.
But if they don't score, it protects their 15 district points.
Right. No, there's all kinds of arguments, but
arguments.
the biggest thing was the tone and the way it went about it on the air. I mean, that was the challenge.
Good on Facebook comments? Everything? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate Macklemore saying that.
Yeah, I do too.
Was that who said that?
Yeah, Big Mac.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate. To be fair, I mean, we're not perfect, but I just want to be fair to the situation.
There's also
that's what happened.
There's also a huge difference between what was talked about and what happened.
And
last
I guarantee
week.
At the referee meetings, that was probably a discussion.
Guaranteed.
It was the discussion when things happened. There's veterans crews that messed up overtime rules last year.
Oh gosh, yes.
No, things do happen.
Do you
Union Owasso, holy, that was huge.
So do you ignore that and just you don't? I mean, you have to. I mean,
but again, and I know we got to move on. But when you're listen, off the air, I'm extremely critical sometimes of officials. Right? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
But I won't go off on them on the air.
No.
And officials they're having a hard enough time finding people that want to sign up to be officials already.
Which I think why that crew was at that game.
Correct.
Yeah.
At the Woodward.
And what did I tell you? At least there was a crew there. We didn't drive. We didn't drive 2 hours for no reason.
Right.
Because no officials didn't show up.
Correct. So, there's bigger picture stuff than just the moment of one game.
Even though it was the longest running clock in second half history.
I don't think it was completely the officials' fault, though.
No,
they got to do this.
Well, no, I think when they came and talked to us, they thought we were running the clock.
Yeah,
I really
the
do.
Clock operators got to know.
Yeah, got to know the rules.
They might need a little help.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't know. So,
that's right.
we got through there. So, all right. Well, one of the big games last week was Moore-Westmore.
Oh, we got that one right. You were this close.
This close.
And now
and then it switched over to Chris.
You got it.
And I got it.
Yeah. Moore had the game.
And yet again, I was the team player of the week as we talked about on the air.
We'll get to you in a second.
We can't all pick the same game.
We'll get to you in a second.
So I did what a good team player would do. I made a couple of obviously poor picks to just be a team player.
We'll save it to next segment.
Oh,
we'll get that in here in a second.
Building up to it.
Moore winning that entire game, all game long. They're ahead double digits. Kudos to Westmore quarterback for pulling them in the last 5 minutes of the game. But, oh, man, what a game. That was a good game.
Yeah,
that was a fun game to watch.
I think the winning score, 2.5 minutes left in the game?
I think that's right. Wasn't it 40, 30?
They got about minute left when Moore got the ball back, and then it was 4th and 12. Streaking guy right down the middle of the field, wide open, drops it. Would have put him at the 50 with time. Don't know what happened after that, but at least that was pretty much the nail in the coffin. And the announcers, I was confused because it seemed like there was a lot of confusion in the last minute of that game because the announcers saying there was one more timeout that Moore had, but they didn't use it, and then the clock was running, and so they stopped the clock. I mean, it was a crazy ordeal, and the Moore coaching staff ended up getting a personal foul, and they gave Westmore the first down on a 4th down where they were going to get the ball back. Yeah. So it was a real crazy last minute.
Yeah, Westmore wins that game 37-33. And Westmore now 2-2 on the year. Memorial Santa Fe, that was one of the games that you picked, Phil. You went with the Bulldogs.
I was trying to make up games on Ronnie.
54-7.
And you told us we couldn't pick the same teams.
That's cap.
He did tell us that.
I didn't say that. I said,
what? Go ahead.
I said,
check his integrity real quick.
This was off the air. It wasn't on the air.
Correct. But we're going to check your integrity.
I said, we should insert a rule on when we pick the top 10 games of the week that there has to be at least one game where we go against
and I was a team player and stepped up and did it not once but twice.
That was off the air. We didn't form it.
I did it twice.
I don't like that rule.
Who was your other pick, Phil?
I don't want to talk about it.
Westmore, no, it was Memorial and Owasso.
Picked
Owasso, yeah.
The two biggest beatdowns that happened the whole week.
Union wins over Owasso 55-22.
Oh, boy, wasn't that close.
Handily.
It wasn't
Handily.
And it wasn't that close, Ronnie.
Handily.
It wasn't that close.
Broken Arrow. They get the victory, their first victory of the year. They took down Southmore 52-13. Okay, let's talk Broken Arrow here real quick. I don't think this is right, so give me a second here. I'll find Broken Arrow here in a little bit. But I don't think there was anything else in 6A1. Norman got past Evan North. 6A2, I think everything went as planned. Muskogee, Choctaw, Deer Creek, and Stillwater all win pretty handily. 5A football.
Sand Springs lost.
Okay, Sand Springs
Sand
lost?
Springs lost, yeah.
To who?
They lost to, who was
Oh,
it?
did they play?
They played Muskogee. They played Muskogee.
Yeah,
Muskogee got a hold of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. That's going to happen. 5A football, it's pretty vanilla there. Let me go over my 6A1 notes here. Union, Shaker Reisig, quarterback, 22-28 passing, 322 yards, 5 touchdowns, in that 33 victory over Owasso. Mustang passed UConn. They call that the Canadian County Bedlam game.
Yeah.
Canadian County Bedlam. 49-21 Mustang. Pump City. We talked about them before the show. Willis Alexander, first year there, got the first victory, 49-20 over Lawton. But Pump City does have a pretty tough schedule this year, so they start off 0-3. And, by the way, Bixby wins again. And Bixby has defeated their opponents by an average of
50 points.
48.8.
Dang.
48.8 points a game. 6A2 football, Deer Creek, big over Ponca City. Ponca City,
They're bad.
Still haven't won a game, right?
No.
Good this week.
Although they did only lose by 2 touchdowns to Sand Springs the week before.
Yeah.
That was probably the closest game they've had all year.
Probably.
Michael Bennett, close your ears for a second. Juju Smith, the junior for Choctaw, in the victory over Pump City North, 47-3, 63 rushing yards and a touchdown, 113 receiving, 2 scores, and a 96-yard kickoff return.
Wow.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
he's electric.
He's very electric, very electric. 5A football, just a few notes here on that. Midwest City routes Altus 55-6. Keaton Colson, 13-16 passing, 220 yards, 4 touchdowns. River Warren, the former McGinnis quarterback, now Del City quarterback. They beat somebody pretty bad. Who was that? East Central, 73-0. Ronnie Fields had 2 touchdowns, but River Warren, 255 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Carl Albert's margin of victory is
38.
33.8.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good on today.
33.8 points per game.
Oh boy. Rookie. It's my bad. My bad.
Interrupt the show here.
Do what I can.
All right. By the way, your Durant Lions went down this past week.
Yeah. I picked that game. I picked that game right.
Yeah, you picked it right.
56-0?
56-0. Yeah.
I bet defense made a stop in there, though.
Those linemen didn't pay off those.
Yeah. They
5 stars.
The ones that are skipping college going to the NFL.
The Division Ones.
they probably should have transferred down to Idabel.
Sapulpa.
Sapulpa's good.
They are good. Yeah. It was homecoming for Sapulpa.
Yeah.
Sapulpa's in our picks tonight, aren't they?
Yeah. I think there are in our picks tonight. So those are some 5A things that really stood out. I think Carl Albert's margin of victories will come down just a little bit because they got McGinnis coming up, they got Guthrie coming up, and they will have Piedmont on there. So I think that margin will come down just a little bit.
You think?
I think so. Better teams. It has to come down, right? Doesn't have to, but
I could argue that they play up to the level of the competition.
They could have had their starters out in the second half.
Well, it could be the same playing against the good teams too, or the good teams could make them 4th quarter.
Yep.
So I'm really wanting someone to push Carl Albert.
Well, I am too.
Except for UConn.
Well, they already did.
Yeah, they already did. Yeah. 21-21 in the scrimmage.
Yeah.
He's still living on that one, ain't he?
The Millers. I think they might be the next one. I keep waiting on Santa Fe, Norman North.
What Mustang beat them last week by?
59-21.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be Mustang. It is
Mustang.
4A football, Weatherford. Thank you. Keep winning.
You can't lose another one, Chris.
Can't lose another one. I picked you to go 8-2. You cannot lose another one. Keep on going. Tuttle back in the win column. After losing to Guthrie a couple weeks ago, beats Bethany 30-10. Poto continues to run. Cushing 12-point victories over Miami. I got any 4A notes? Oh, I do have 4A notes. Jackson Johnson. Speaking of Tuttle, they call him JJ. Because I watched the Tuttle broadcast.
Number 6.
Yes. It sounds like they were playing 2 quarterbacks. I think he might be the
front runner now.
The go-to
sophomore.
Guy. Yeah. 13-19 pass attempts, 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. We talked about the Tuttle running game quite a bit, but they have. I've watched them against Guthrie, and I've watched them
throw the ball
Tuttle beat somebody, and they threw the ball quite a bit in that game as well. The game before, they played Cash. I can't remember who they played, but they threw the ball quite a bit. So 4A was going to be interesting because you got Poto, Blanchard, Tuttle, Newcastle, Ada in that mix. And
but you have Wagner at the top.
You have Wagner at the top, yeah. But it's back and forth there. So 3A football, anything stick out in 3A football? Holland Hall loses the Cassia Hall. There was one upset. Rejoice Christian, is that 2A football? Lincoln Christian big, Metro Christian big. Perkins over Kingfisher, 21-7. We'll have Perkins here in a little bit as well.
They kept me from being perfect.
Stigler lost.
Stigler lost. That's who it was.
Yep, Stigler lost.
So I'm trying to. I need to get back to my Broken Arrow story. I'm going to pull up here real quick because I'll be interested in what we think could happen in Broken Arrow. The largest school in Oklahoma, and I want to see what you think the record is. I think as a show, we had 4 victories before the season started.
We got 1 right now, I think.
Yeah, they just got their first one last week, and I think they'll be in our. I think they'll be our top 10 game, one of our top 10 picks this week as well. This website has been extremely slow, but I think Broken Arrow's going to be fighting to get to 4 victories this year.
Yeah, I think they are. I agree. Which again, being the largest school in the state, you would think they would have the numbers, but a lot of kids going to Bixby now. A lot of kids. I mean,
transfer you.
The portal's alive and well in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean,
well, they lost 1 or 2 players for sure to Jinx. One of their couple of top players, Kewan Jones' son.
With his daddy's alma mater.
Yeah. Let's get to some of the notes here real quick. This website's taking forever to populate. See here. Grant says, I think we should put spreads on the picks.
We don't promote that kind of behavior on the show. That's reserved for.
There is a website that puts spreads on high school football. Yeah,
we can do that. I agree with you, Grant. I think it's a great idea
for leisure purposes.
Oh, leisure
for leisure. Yes. Yeah. Dallas says Owasso got the brakes beat off them by Union in the regular season last year as well. As long as Owasso has Coach B, you can't count the Rams out.
I agree with that.
Michael Bennett says Juju was the real deal, no problem. Michael Bennett, I do got a question for you. I didn't watch the game.
This isn't our Michael Bennett, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Michael Bennett, got a question for you. Choctaw, did they go to 2 quarterbacks or they just play with 1 quarterback?
I think the 1 quarterback had the collarbone issue, right?
I didn't know if he played or not.
Was confirmed or not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was confirmed or not. So, Michael Bennett, help us out. Did Choctaw play 1 or 2 quarterbacks there? T. Fred says Broken Arrow hosts Norman North Friday night.
They'll be big.
North's licking their wounds from last week.
And it's on the road at Broken Arrow, so it's not a guaranteed victory for Norman North.
I don't think so.
We'll pick that here in a little bit. Grant wants to know if Duncan and Midwest City is a top 10 game.
They're just on the outside looking in. Just on the outside looking in.
We put the committee together, and it was going back and forth. It was really, really tough there. But
that's a no, 10, right? Yeah.
No,
Grant.
I mean, Chris?
Wow.
You'll be very happy here.
Yes. Thank you, Steph Hartzell, giving us the super chat. Big thank you. Anytime there's a super chat, we got what's this called?
Highlight?
No. I got to pull my computer up so everyone can see that. Yes.
Kids probably.
Yes, Thanks. Steph, we might have to come back to that.
I will say this: Steph's a great sponsor of ours as well, and with Guthrie Football and as well as other things in the community, owns Strive Wellness Lounge. We appreciate everything him and Tina and their staff does. Everything him and Tina and their staff does. Oh boy, him and Tina and their staff does. Oh boy, him and Tina and their staff does. Oh boy, him and Tina and their staff does. Oh boy.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Sweet Jesus.
It's only going to be on there. So, but that's what the super chat looks like. Thank you, Seth. I always want to put that out there.
You want to do a quick Duncan Midwest City pick real fast?
Sure.
Chris?
I put zero thought into the Duncan Midwest City.
Don't think you need a lot. Go ahead.
Where's the game being played at?
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Well, if it's played on the moon, the gravity could play a factor.
Could.
Duncan.
Well, first of all, are the Duncan quarterbacks back?
I will go with the Bombers of Midwest City High School. 31-14.
31, Phil?
I actually like that. I got Midwest City as well. I'll go 30. I'll go 35-14.
Cool. All right, cool.
Ronnie?
Oh, I don't have a pick.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No,
that's fine.
Coward.
I want to still remain friends with Grant.
Oh, okay.
Our friendship means more.
Oh, so not giving a score gives you, or not picking really says even more than picking the
That's
team.
right.
That's
He's one
correct.
down.
Yeah,
that's correct.
He's one down going in the
That's correct.
Words,
0-1.
no words are even more hurtful sometimes.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah. Michael Bennett, thank you. Michael Bennett says Choctaw only played one quarterback. And T. Fred is also picking Midwest City over Duncan.
I'd probably safe pick.
Is that your way of making a pick?
Okay. Finally loaded. Okay. So Broken Arrow. And we're going to be picking them here in a little bit against Norman North. They are 1-3. Started the season 0-3. Nothing wrong with losses to Bentonville Union and Owasso.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. They beat Southmore. Southmore will finish with 0, not very many wins. They got Norman North this week.
Tough.
At home.
Tough game.
Tough game. Potentially 1-4.
Yeah.
Westmore, at Westmore.
That's a loss.
Potentially 1-5.
They might be Westmore.
I think it'd be Westmore. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
that's your pick.
We'll find out in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So let's give them a win. Possibly 2 there.
Yeah.
Okay. Bixby.
Oh, that's a loss.
Well, you think about it.
I don't need to.
Okay. All right. So at Enid.
That's a win.
3. Jinx.
That's a loss.
Moore.
Well, it's a pick'em game.
So,
if Westmore's a pick'em game, then
3 to 4 victories.
Yeah.
Man,
that's tough.
That is
the largest
tough.
school in the state. Yeah.
And Josh Blankenship knows what he's doing. I mean, he's a good football coach.
Didn't that coach win the state? No, that was the guy.
That was Coach Alexander, who's at Sapulpa, who's really rolling right now too. Was that? Yeah.
I don't know why that bothers me so much.
Won a state championship.
Won a state title, coach. Great job. You're fired. I mean, just jeez.
So, all right. Anything else on last week or anything we need to talk about before we get into this week's games? I want to make sure I'm not.
I get asked this almost every week by people that know we follow high school football closely. So, how would Carl Albert do against Bixby? I get asked that.
Not good.
No, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
It'd be very, very bad. The big boys up front, it would be skill positions. I think Carl Albert probably has better skill position players, but at least
Bixby's system.
That's
Just
right.
their system.
Their system's so good, but those big uglies up front on both sides of the ball, that's the difference, kids.
Pick a score.
That's the difference.
What would your score be? If Carl Albert and Bixby played,
I'm a little tainted because we went and watched this matchup a couple years ago when Carl Albert was rolling high.
That was Bixby's one of their elite teams.
It was.
One of
It
their elite
was.
teams.
It was.
It was against.
But it was also a Carl Albert elite team.
Both won state.
Yeah.
49-24.
Oh, God.
49-21. 49-28.
I'm going to go 55-21.
I mean, I would be somewhere around,
Right in there.
42-21, something like that. So,
But a 3-score game. Yeah. But Bixby's exceedingly good.
yeah. Well, it's just their system.
Yeah.
And week in and week out, Carl Albert non-district schedule is really good, but Bixby year in year out. So.
Dallas is smart.
Well, I will put that up there so you can have this moment. I'm not sure what.
Well, I think he was talking about the Bixby, comparing Bixby to Carl Albert.
Okay.
I think this is a very good comparison. Everybody's on the Colorado bandwagon.
But Colorado hadn't done anything.
They've done nothing. But
Carl
I think
Albert has.
I understand. I'm just saying. I think he's talking about the outcome of the game.
The outcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
gotcha.
where Colorado, everybody, the press has just went so over the top with Colorado. I mean, we see a lot of things we like about Coach Sanders. There's things I don't like about what he does and what he allows on his team. But no doubt he's been good for Colorado football. No doubt. I mean, there's no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great for Colorado football. But he lost me when he went.
Eyeballs and money.
Yeah, but he lost me. Yeah, the coach from Oregon was dead right. We ain't playing for clicks. We're playing for. Oh, he's talking about the O-lines. Oregon has the line on both sides. Thank you. Yes,
that's true.
I mean, because skilled kids, Colorado's got a lot of skilled kids. I mean, they do. But football's won in the trenches. I know it's boring and nobody likes to talk about it. But it's won or lost up front.
And that's why I was talking about Bixby's system, because Carl Everett has 4 or 5 D1 kids.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, they are big time, and those kids are going to make plays. But Bixby's system overall, I think, would be just too much. I mean, it's not going to happen. No. But it is always good to talk about.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, we need to take our next timeout and get ready for the games this week. We still got to go through our top 5, which is coming up, and then also our top 10 games of the week with maybe we can put a spread on it, what we think the point spread would be, if we have time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. This is the High School Huddle.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it. Mm-hmm.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
Welcome back, High School Huddle, Week 5 of the high school football season here in the great state of Oklahoma. It is Wednesday, September 27. You can catch this show live every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, every Wednesday. Rest of this season, all the way through the state championship games in the middle of December. We went over those games last week.
Long season.
And do us a favor, if you don't mind, be sure to subscribe and like the show. You can see that at the bottom, subscribe, like, and you'll be notified when we go live. And there's other videos that we might put out from time to time. And also hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the algorithm things on here. So anything you can do to help out the show, we'd appreciate that. And Steph gave a super chat. He went above and beyond. If you can just subscribe, like, and hit that thumb button, it would be tremendous if you did that. Then we'll get into the money after they do that. So
guess what, Phil? What? Next week, our high school huddle will be in October. It's October already.
Season's almost over.
It's almost over. It's going to be going like that. I do want to say before we get to our top 5 in each class, we kid with Duncan and the Memphis City
Yes.
the score. Find myself rooting for Duncan.
I
root for Duncan every week.
Well, what people don't know is one of our good friends, who's a coach down there.
I just don't want this to go the wrong way. So
Right. No, what people don't know, one of our good friends who we respect and care a lot about joins us every week. He's a coach in Duncan, multiple sports. And,
one sport now.
Well, was in multiple sports. I mean, Ronnie has no brain. He has less than zero brain.
State champion, though.
yes.
Anyway, so he's bantering with us. He plays with us. We're playing back.
But with that, their community, it's very similar to the one where we're
Yes.
from. Their facilities are getting
They
better.
treated us like the best treatment we've had anywhere we've been all year. I mean, Duncan does a great job.
I find myself rooting for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
In everything they do.
Absolutely.
They're down, but they've been up. They've been down.
Yep.
And I think just need to turn the corner.
Well, and they've had a lot of young kids. They've had a lot of injuries already. They had some kids choose to go to one sport.
Yep.
I mean, they've had a lot of hits over there that a lot of programs don't have to take too. So, but yeah, I want to be clear about that too, because we're just playing around.
And we are. And we hear all these people, all these transfer, and if you're going to Duncan, you're going to Duncan for a reason. Family, because they're kind of down there in South part.
It's a job or something.
Well, they got baseball got some couple transfers in too, so they're gonna be pretty good
Never
this
mind.
game.
Maybe they're a factory.
Oh, never mind.
Portal.
NIL.
My bad. I just thought I knew Duncan.
Oh, they got some move-ins this year.
Grant rolled that big cash in there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get a big thank you to Generation Church, the title sponsor of the High School Huddle. Let's take a look at the top 5, and we'll start with Class A. Really, I don't think how much action happened here.
No.
Fairview, Hominy Crescent, Concord, Tonkawa, all victory. I have Woodland number 5 just outside of the top 5.
Okay, I don't even want to say this. I might have to move Crescent down a notch.
Why?
Well, they didn't look the best last week.
Well, they won.
just keep winning.
I know.
They were. I thought.
No, I'd still have them in my top 5. I just don't know if I'd have them 3.
So you're feeling the same way I feel about Blanchard, then, right? Is that what you're saying?
A totally different situation.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying I definitely would. I need them to come out and play better this week.
So you're not running for
They
mayor
beat Watonga
this week.
44-23.
Why are you calling me out? I just told you I think they need to play better.
They got their 15 district points. I got to be fair. It's like
Phil?
the officials.
You think of a different team, maybe?
No, I'm thinking of the people that have kids that play at Crescent that I talked to that said we didn't play our best. We looked pretty sloppy.
In a 21-point victory.
Well,
They covered
if you're ranked 3rd in the state, you should be winning by 21.
They covered the spread.
Cover
Covered the spread.
Oh, we got a spread.
Some publications have them like at around 8. So I think we're extending the other branch
3 or
to
4.
Crescent.
Colcord, I'm kind of getting back on the Colcord train.
Ooh, they got stomped though.
2 weeks ago.
Well, to a
bigger school.
Bigger school. Yeah. Okay.
A good bigger school.
Yeah. All right. Class 2A. Not much there except for Ronnie still has. No, that's the other publication that has Millwood number 1. We have Washington a clear cut.
Somebody has Millwood number 1.
Oh
Yeah.
They're thinkers.
Oh my goodness! I got lots of questions about their top 5 on a lot of these classes. Even watch.
We have Washington who beat Millwood in the state championship game last year. Washington 1, Millwood 2, Jones 3, Idabel 4, Beggs 5. I don't think a thing changed from a week ago on that one. So not a whole lot of movement. Class 3A, there was movement here. Heritage Hall still the number 1 team. Ronnie has Lincoln Christian number 1, but as the team of the High School Huddle, Heritage Hall 1, Lincoln Christian 2, Metro Christian 3. Marlowe bumps up a spot. Parkins Tryon, welcome back.
Thanks to the Stigler loss, Stigler loses to
Still not over it.
Seminole 22-24.
And Phil, go ahead.
I'm still not over it. 2 weeks ago, they cost me a perfect week.
Overtime loss.
That's right.
You could have been the first one to go 10-0.
That's right.
We'll find out here next segment who went 10-0.
It's a good one.
Mine's, yeah.
Bill,
We'll see.
you?
I was a team player. I voted opposite of what I knew I should. I did exactly what Chris told me I had to do. It's in my contract.
4A rankings. Wagner 1, Poto 2, Tuttle 3, Newcastle 4, Blanchard.
Ronnie's high on those Blanchard.
Blanchard holding on to number 5 just because Phil and I.
Well, Ronnie
If
loves
it wasn't
Blanchard.
for Phil and I, Blanchard would be in the top 25.
I'd be out. I got
But
Ada still number 5.
you still got
Ada
number
5.
five.
Still
Who's
got
they
Ada
to beat
5.
this year?
McAllister.
I don't know.
McAllister.
Who's down?
We'll find out. They're playing Del City this week.
Yeah. Yes, we will find out.
We'll find out. We'll find out how down they are.
Boy, man, it was all about McAllister with last year with you. Now
Well, they had a guy.
They had a guy.
In 5A football, if you got a freaky guy, you're relevant.
Carl Albert's got 5 freaky guys.
And that's why they're very relevant.
All right. 5A rankings. I will say Elgin is not number 3.
No, they're a solid number 4.
Elgin is not number 3.
But they're 4.
Nothing has changed in the top 5.
That's what it's been all year long, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And I still feel okay. So Carl Albert 1, Del City 2, Guthrie 3, Elgin 4, and Collinsville 5. I say that out loud because we have people who listen to our podcast, which you can find on Apple, Google, Spotify. And so not just for our viewer audience, if you don't want to watch this, you can just listen to this. If you had to make one change in 5A, it cannot be one of these 5 teams. Who do you put in and who do you take out?
Sapaloopa would move up for me.
I think for me, I would
say Claremore.
I would leave Elgin and Grant.
I'd move Collinsville.
I know Grant has Elgin number 3. I can't totally disagree with that.
Yeah.
I can see his points because Elgin's put a lot of points on the board. They protect their district points by adding more points to the scoreboard. But
I digress.
I said huge last week.
Yeah, you did. But I think if it was me, we'll find out. Collinsville plays someone finally this year. I don't think Collinsville has had a real tough schedule. I need to.
They rarely do.
Okay, I need to look that up. They do have a game this week with Bishop Kelly, and it's a game that we will be picking here in a little bit. But if I had to take one team out and add one in, I would take Collinsville out, add Claremore.
You'd add Claremore.
Claremore, Sapulpa.
I'd add Sapulpa. I'd take.
You said Sapulpa. I just wanted someone different, but I think Claremore would be that.
What's you, Ronnie?
Durant.
They slid out last week. Probably Sapaloopa.
Sapaloopa.
Yeah.
Collinsville out.
Collinsville out.
Okay.
Yep.
Collinsville out. Yep. Yeah. So, that Guthrie, Elgin conversations 3-4. Great offense, great defense. Great defense won last year's game.
Very similar.
Shut out Elgin 17-0. Yep. So you got good power offense against a good power defense. And I don't think we'll see that game this year. No. I think Guthrie's going to finish up high. I think Elgin's going to finish up high. I guess
opposite sides.
Yeah, I think it would be opposite sides. So we'll see We'll see. Okay, so that's our 5A. 6A2 rankings. Sand Springs lost last week. Everybody else won, stays the same. The top 4 have – Sand Springs has really been in that number 5 spot all season long for us here on the High School Huddle.
I don't know who else we'd put there.
Muskogee 1, Choctaw 2, Deer Creek 3, Stillwater 4, Sand Springs 5. And we've had Muskogee number 1 all season long, and we've had Sand Springs at number 5 for our super majority part of the season. I think they went up to number 4 one time. But it's been the Choctaw, Deer Creek, Stillwater 2, 3, 4 scenario all season long.
This will be your top 5 all season long.
I think so.
Like, I don't see another team sneaking in there right now.
Well, I don't know about all season long, right?
Oh, Chris is going to argue.
Please do. I'd like to hear this one.
Muskogee and Stillwater play each other.
Yeah, and when Stillwater loses, they'll still be in the top 5.
But I'm just saying, if Stillwater wins, it would not be. It's last game of the season.
Okay.
One injury from Muskogee could derail a district championship. Okay. And Stillwater is good enough to beat Muskogee if things were to happen.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this will be the top 5 teams in top 5
my apologies.
all season long. Yeah,
I thought you meant in order.
No, not in order.
They'll be in that.
Those would be the top 5 teams in that.
That's all we were saying.
They can lose. All 5 of those teams can
lose. They can lose for the rest of the year, and they'll still be top 5.
Yeah, agreed.
Just because it's down.
It's down.
Very down.
Compared to years past, it's been really,
last year
really
was
good.
fun. Last year was awesome.
It's been really, really good over the years.
Yeah.
Dallas, appreciate this. Dallas thinks, I still think Sand Springs is better than Stillwater.
It's our East Sider.
I
don't disagree.
I wouldn't disagree.
I don't disagree with that.
Right now, the rankings tell you Stillwater right there. Yeah. But I was the one that had questions about Stillwater
from the beginning.
From the beginning, because
Ronnie had Stillwater number 1 before he changed it in his first week's rankings.
That's every right to do.
A lot of publications have number 1. Still do.
No, they don't.
Bill, pay attention.
Somebody still has Stillwater number 1.
Let's see.
I'm not aware.
I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, didn't think you did. Sweet Jesus.
Okay, so that gets us down to the 6A1 rankings. Let's talk this out. So Jinx loses to Santa Fe. Mm-hmm. Jinx beats Union.
That's right.
Jinx Who else did Jinx lose to?
They lost to Santa Fe.
Owasso.
Santa Fe.
Owasso has lost to Bixby.
That's correct.
Owasso has
gotten destroyed by Union.
So now Mustang is undefeated.
That's right.
But they play on the west side of the state.
That better be reflected tonight.
Norman North
got absolutely destroyed last week against Bixby.
Which everybody would.
Well,
they played Broken Arrow. Yeah, they will. 48.8 is the victory.
Pretty average.
Bixby.
Pretty average.
You got to be fair. You got to be fair to the situation.
Yeah, no, nobody's going to get close.
Okay.
This is easy. People are overthinking this. This is top 5.
It's not easy.
It is easy. It is easy.
Okay, so what is your
top 5?
Yeah, your top 5 for 6A1.
I got Union number. I'm just kidding. I got Bixby number 1.
Okay, we all agree there. Okay.
Yes.
I got Union number 2. This is my rankings reflect who would beat who right now.
My thing is who's beat who I think will beat who
in record. Yeah, okay. I kind of have that same philosophy. Union number 2, Mustang 3.
Yeah.
Owasso 4, Edmond Santa Fe 5. Then I got Norman North 6, and I got Jinx 7.
Wow. So if Jinx played those bottom, your number 3, 4, 5, who are you picking?
Well, they already lost.
They've already lost Santa Fe. Santa Fe's already beat them. I would have Mustang beating Jinx. I would pick Mustang. I would have Mustang beating Jinx. Owasso Jinx probably be a good game, but I think Owasso would win that game.
I'd have Jinx 6.
Norman North, their only loss was to Bixby, which again we just said everybody's going to lose to Bixby.
Yep.
So I got Norman North at my number 6 spot. I've had them in my top 5 all year long. Yeah. But you lose to Bixby, okay, I understand it. There's teams that have lost. Muskogee lost to Carl Albert. We didn't bump them down because they lost. Because I mean, you're going to lose to Carl Albert. The same thing with when you play Bixby, you're going to lose to Bixby. Okay, everybody does. 48.8 points, right? So I didn't punish them a whole lot, but I did take them on my top 5 and put Santa Fe in there, who had a great game against Memorial and who also beat Jinx this year.
Correct.
Who got 1 loss. Santa Fe does.
Week 0.
Mm-hmm. And it was a Santa Fe's victory at Jinx. Second play.
I mean, I like your deal. I mean, the only change I would make is I would flip. 6 for me would be Jinx. 7 would be Norman North.
I think that'd be a great game too. I think that'd be a real good game. Norman North and Jinx.
You guys come after me. I keep receipts, so don't.
Dion.
Forget. So I won't forget.
You better get me now.
Do you still have Jinx in your top 3?
Absolutely, I do.
Oh my gosh,
you're absolutely
crazy.
Yeah, we did an
Bixby number 1.
We did an intervention in 2018. Looks like we're going to
Bixby number 1. Jinx number 2.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah, I truly want to put Union number 2, but Jinx beat Union.
Santa Fe beat Jinx.
Santa Fe beat Jinx.
Yeah, Santa Fe's
heads up don't matter no more.
Beginning of the season.
Heads up don't matter no more. Don't matter.
No,
forget about the performance.
I got Jinx number 2, Union number 3. I got Owasso number 4.
Oh boy.
You have Mustang at 5?
Nope.
What's the High School Huddle top 5?
Oh wait, no, I do have Mustang. I forgot to switch them around. Yeah. I do have Mustang. My bad.
How do you have Jinx 3? No, you have Jinx 2.
I have Jinx 2.
You're either a genius or an idiot. Yeah. There's no in between.
When you call people idiots,
that's
they come true.
That's how YouTube videos get made, Phil. That's how YouTube videos get made. Remember last year?
I did that last year, didn't I? What happened?
You were calling us idiots for the whole
Jinx
Bixby thing. Yeah.
I'm out on Bixby. They're number 7. Changed my mind.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. There's good arguments when you get down into. I mean, I think you have Jinx too high, but
too high.
But top 5 I could get, but not 3 or not 2.
Here's what the formal High School Huddle top 5 for 6A1 is: Bixby 1, Union 2, Jinx 3, Owasso 4, Mustang 5.
Okay, now how does the formal High School Huddle ranking have Jinx 3 when we both have them at 6 and 7?
You didn't submit your form.
Yeah,
if you submit your form.
That is a bogus top 5 right there. That is bogus right there.
I just go with the data that is given to me.
Start turning in your top 5.
You guys told me not to turn them in anymore.
He told you not to. I'm telling you to start turning it in from now on.
One of you has got to pick who my boss is.
At least 3.
I can't live like this.
Just do 6A, 5A, and 4A.
Okay,
That's
I can
it.
do that.
Okay, let's
Well,
do
there's
those
two
three.
6A, so that you
Well,
have to
I
go
can
for
do
it.
that.
6A1.
I can do that.
6A2. You don't want to.
Can you work this into your schedule?
Well, I'll try. I mean, I got to go to the lake tomorrow. Go try.
That's terrible. Top 5.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
I'm embarrassed by
that.
that
Is
top five.
terrible.
No, I'm embarrassed by
I'm
that.
just
top
going
five.
off of what has been
Oh,
submitted.
my
No, I'm
goodness.
embarrassed by that.
That's terrible.
I really am.
Who went between Jinx and Owasso?
Jinx.
Okay.
Rivalry game. I told you guys last week.
Okay.
It's a rivalry game. You
And-
can throw that stuff out at the window.
Yeah. And the good
And
team.
that's why I said Union will just dog walk Owasso, and they did.
Okay. So Union's fine. So
OU and OSU is probably going to be a good game this year because it's a rivalry.
Ronnie, it will not be a good game. Jeez. God, Lord.
I bet it will be.
Another example, please.
all right, we got to take our final time out because we got to do the top picks and we got to get ready for our next show, which starts at 7:30 ish.
Oh, we got to
So final time out here on the High School Huddle.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
It's 34-28 already this season.
In addition,
Oh, boy.
Norman North beat Santa Fe.
And Owasso beat Jinx.
Santa Fe beat
And
Jinx.
Owasso beat Jinx.
Yeah.
I'm standing by. Honestly,
You're still standing by Jinx too.
honestly, I want to put Union number 2.
You're losing all credibility.
No,
right
listen.
now. Oh, okay.
This is my poll.
Okay. Oh, now it's his
That's
poll.
his poll.
I guess you don't need my vote.
No, this is my. We put all three of us
okay.
together.
Oh, okay.
You jumped to conclusions.
We're back.
Got a little upset.
I know you did. I really think Union should be number 2, but Jinx beat Union.
But Owasso beat Jinx.
But Jinx has the best victory. They beat Union. Owasso lost to Union. I think the best victory has been Jinx beating Union.
So what we can really surmise
I really think Union should be number 2, but Jinx beat them, so that's why I went number 2. But ideally, I would have Jinx number 3.
1 loss compared to 2 losses, though.
Head to head, who's good?
Okay, Owasso, Fenner, Jinx then. Records don't matter.
Santa Fe ahead of Jinx.
I can't
no
go
north ahead of Santa Fe.
I could go Owasso over Jinx, but I cannot go Santa Fe over as far as moving forward.
You're just not a believer there.
You know what?
Maybe I'm not a believer.
Yukon.
Oh, Owasso was up on Jinx.
And then the rally came.
34-7.
And then next week they beat Union.
Okay. All right. We need to move on.
Okay.
You feel better?
No. Well, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have them Jinx at number 3. Union number 2.
We get it.
It's better than 2.
It's better than 2.
Submit your top 5.
Oh, I'm going to from now on.
Yeah.
On paper.
And then yours has already changed. Mine, I'm the only one who's sticking to it. Oh. Okay. Top 10 games of the week presented by Generations Church. Where's the list? Okay, here we go.
9 minutes.
Number 10. Ponca City, 0-4. There was.
Why did you put this in the top 10?
We got records from last week first before we get into this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Chris, thank you, Ronnie. Last week. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put them in the system.
Oh, boy.
It's just safe to say that one of us went undefeated. They're not in the system, so we can't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I went 10-0.
Lucky.
Ronnie went 9-1.
Correct.
And if Westmore didn't rally,
it would have flipped.
I would have been 9-1, and he had been 10-0.
And I was a team player.
Phil lost 55 plus 47, over 100 points in his 2 losses.
Because I was a team player.
8-2.
Finished last.
8-2, and you finished last.
That's bad.
So I'm still up 2 games, right?
You're up 1
right.
on me.
1 on him.
Only 1 on you, 2 on you, 3 on you now.
Let me get the official.
We really don't need to.
Yeah, I need the official. Say the official here.
Say the official, yeah.
Let's see here. Grant's already going out. I'll explain it here in a second. Everyone's yelling at me.
Exactly.
I do pick the top 10 games. Yes, I do pick the top 10.
Chris picks top 10 games.
I do, yes. Yeah.
And he gives it to us an hour before show starts.
And then he gets ridiculed for, usually doesn't, because usually we agree.
Yeah.
But both of us looked at number 10 and went, how the hell is that a top 10 game?
Come after me. I'm a man. Okay.
Oh, you're 40.
I think it's better. I think it's a better top 10 game than what Oklahoma has. Oklahoma has Booker T. Washington, Stillwater.
Oh, that's
a
terrible.
top 10 game. Top 6 game, I think.
Basically,
that's terrible.
That's basically give me a compliment. And that's exactly right. I'll explain it here. I went 10-0. Ronnie 9-1. Phil 8-2. Ronnie leads the way after 5 weeks, 39-11. I am 38-12. Phil is 37-13.
We're all right in the hunt.
So we're all right there.
Right in the hunt.
Right there. So those are the.
It's all going to change this week.
Good.
You going to go 10-0 this week?
I'm going to try. It usually means I'm 8-2 or 7-3 or 6-4, but I'm going to go for it.
All right. So far, I got my 10-0 out of the way. All the pressure's off.
Man, I was so close. That gun more. Hang on to the ball, man. How do you lose an onside kick? It was an onside kick coming. You can't recover it.
Ponca City 0-4 at Lawton 1-3.
Top 10 game of the week.
Top number 10.
Tell me who's going to win.
Now, that's what I told Ronnie before he came on there. I said, he put that damn game in there because it's an impossibly hard game to pick because they're both not good football teams.
Good thing he's going first.
You're going first.
Got the box.
Oh, this first time I go first all year. I didn't have time to do this, guy. I ran out. Okay. Dallas is going a tie, 0-0. All right, I got to go first here. I'm going to go with Lawton because it's in Comanche County.
It is in Lawton?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Ponca at Lawton.
Okay, there's a chance for me maybe here.
So you got...
You know, Ponca bit me once before this year.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, when you lose, you're embarrassing.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't do anything halfway. Let's see.
Oh my! See, this is a tough one. This is really it doesn't matter. We're not on time restraints here.
Yeah, we are. Sleepy time.
No, we're good because Lawton played Duncan really close, right? Played really close. Duncan loses that game in the last second in overtime or whatever it was on the last play. Yeah, fumbled. Yeah. And then Guthrie just manhandles Ponca City, right?
As I predicted.
You know, I'm going Ponca City. Ponca City's going to win.
Damn it. Wow.
I'm going Lawton.
You just hate me that much? You just always go against me.
I saw Ponca, and they
Well, you saw Lawton as well.
in the scrimmage.
Ponca played again. I'm getting down to the. I mean, I'm trying to get anything here for Ponca City.
5 minutes.
Ponca played.
How far is that drive?
It's a long drive.
Guthrie destroyed Duncan, right? Duncan played Lawton close. Guthrie played Ponca. Ponca didn't lose as bad to Guthrie. So Ponca City.
It's gone a lot longer.
Let's go. That's a lock of the week. Ponca City.
Lock of the week.
Ponca City.
Ponca's a little bit on the soft side.
Yeah, they are a little soft.
Lawton's 4.5-point favorites in this game.
Oh, I like my pick.
4.5-point favorites.
4.5 points.
All right, number 9 game. Beggs, the Demons, taking on Victory Christian. I forgot to mention, Rejoice Christian lost to somebody.
Yeah.
It's gone. But anyway, Beggs at Victory Christian. Both teams 3-1. Very well will decide the district
Ronnie's
championship.
up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Beggs is a top 5 in the high school huddle.
Yeah.
Victory Christian is not.
Right.
I got an upset. Victory Christian over Beggs. Really? Victory Christian over Beggs.
The Victory Christian.
Ooh. Wow.
Right there. See it?
Wow, I do.
That's
good.
It's on the road, too.
Good. Yeah, it's on the road. Give me the public school in red, carrying the ball all night long.
Red Martell.
Red Martell.
This is a good one. I honestly couldn't tell you how this game is even going to play out. But I'm going to go with Beggs as well.
Oh, I got 2 by myself this week
2 by
already.
yourself out of 2 games.
2 games already.
That happened to me last week. Didn't end well, Ronnie.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
You called me an idiot last segment. It's payback.
Called Chris an idiot.
Well, we're all even then.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't called anybody an idiot. So
No, we called you an idiot. Yeah, we called you an idiot.
Oh, much worse than that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Game number 8. So is
Sapaloopa.
taking on Coweta.
Ooh.
31 Sapulpa, Coweta 2-2.
Yeah.
Why always sneeze on the show?
Dallas, who you got on this game?
Oh, Dallas picked victory by 7.
Ooh, good. Dallas, I know Dallas a smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
Phil, you get to go first.
I do.
Yeah.
But give me the Sapaloopa boys.
Well, you said you would put them in your top 5.
Yeah. They got a Grant Oliver. Okay, can I change my bet? Grant said Sapaloopa by 35.
Oh, no.
You just picked Sapulpa.
I know.
But Grant's not very good at picking games this year. He's been to
Weeniewood.
Yeah, Weeniewood. Who was it after that?
I don't know. No, I think Sapulpa has a great coach, in my opinion. Evidently winning a state title wasn't good enough for one school, but I think Sapulpa wins this game. I don't think Coweta is what they've been in some years past. A little bit
Lost their quarterback last year.
Lost their quarterback. So I think it's Sapulpa by a couple touchdowns.
I would go Sapulpa as well. Due to time constraints, I'll move on to Ronnie.
Okay.
Grant picks Ponca to win. He said big.
Ooh.
Big, he said. I have Sapaloopa winning.
Yep.
Finally agree on one.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm even.
Even.
Yeah.
All right. Dallas has Sapulpa by 14.
Eastside expert.
Dallas also has victory by 7.
Yeah, well, you got that one wrong.
It's at Victory Christian. So, all right. Game number 7, the Blanchard Lions.
Ronnie's
3-1 on the year,
Blanchard
taking
Lions.
on the Newcastle Racers. 4-0. Newcastle plays with 24 quarterbacks. So, I'm playing 5. This is a tough one because this is a fun district with throwing Tuttle.
Yeah.
Man, one of these Tuttle, Blanchard, Newcastle on the road for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I get to go first here, and I will go with the home team, the Racers. Race pass, Blanchard, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I need some consistency. I think Newcastle provides the consistency and takes down Blanchard.
You can't play Shawnee in a close game and expect to beat Newcastle. I got Newcastle big in this game. Newcastle wins. Big.
Shawnee's
multiple
been playing
touchdowns. Multiple touchdowns.
Yep.
Huh. Shawnee played Blanchard.
Who's Newcastle beat this year?
Oh.
So you do your homework before you ask questions.
It's for the audience.
Oh.
Phil, there's so many schedules. I want to make sure I get this right. Okay.
Wins over Weatherford, first game of the year.
Right.
Great win over Weatherford.
Great win.
Newcastle beat Weatherford, Plainview, Woodward, and Tecumseh.
Right.
Go ahead, Phil. Get you another game back.
Don't worry. Put me down for Blanchard.
Oh, man, we're all over the place tonight. This is
I'll take Blanchard.
Phil's going to be 10 behind this week.
No, I'm not. Phil's going to be at least one ahead by the end of this
No
week.
chance.
Oh, yeah. Side bet? Oh, we don't bet.
No, Skittles.
Skittles.
Yeah. 1 pack of sour.
100 Skittles?
M&M's.
Oh, no. Not those M&Ms.
Oh, gosh.
Couldn't give those away.
I know. I'm so glad they melted in the car,
boy.
so now I can have them all to myself. All right, man, we're all over the place here. They're only going to get tougher.
Even the comments, they're picking both sides too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dallas has Newcastle by 3. Grant has Blanchard by 7. All right. Next game, Collinsville at Bishop Kelly.
Come on.
Collinsville 4-0. I don't think they played anybody.
No, not really. They've won easily all 4
This is a
games.
5A matchup, and Bishop Kelly does have one.
McGinnis.
Yeah, beat McGinnis earlier. That was a top 10 victory for Bishop Kelly. Collinsville has been scoring a lot of points, though. 49 against Oologah, 68 against Skytook, 27 against Bartlesville, and 48 against Pryor. Yeah. So this is the first true test. Oh, I get to go first. You just now hit me.
Yeah. You just went first last game, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
I
went
Newcastle. I got Newcastle. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
Go
ahead. Do it. I dare you.
It's just.
Go ahead.
Again, I don't know how good Collinsville is.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't finish.
I got Collinsville winning. Collinsville's going to win. Phil, go ahead. T. Kelly, get it.
Oh, no doubt. Give me the fish eaters, baby.
You want the comments?
Bishop Kelly.
Wow.
Bishop Kelly wins this.
Yeah, I got to go with Kevin Jones and the offense over at Collinsville.
Oh, now I'm ahead by 2.
Salih Field, I think that's what it is.
It's going to be bad for you, Phil, next week.
Phil, all your hard work in the first 5 weeks, 4 weeks,
just throws it out the window.
Throws it away.
You said we couldn't pick the same game.
Is
No.
that what you said we're going to go with?
No, that's what you said.
I said.
I do not remember that comment ever being made.
I made it off the air. I said, how about.
I must have not been right.
Should maybe we think about going to this. Man.
No, this is.
Now, you could very well come well ahead of this, Phil.
Look like I could go 10-0.
You always say that.
Well, but I could.
So could we.
There goes your 10-0. They're going to go rescue your 10-0. All right. So
you don't put that victory over McGinnis meaning much.
Well, just because Collinsville hasn't played anybody yet doesn't mean they're not a good football team.
Well, no, I get that.
I think they're going to score too many points for Bishop Kelly.
Same thing with Jinx and Union. It's a rivalry game. Throw it out the window. It's going to be a good game. That's why Kelly won. Bill?
Something big's happening. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, boy. Now Chris is nervous.
We're going to have to cancel our next show.
Okay, no, that is big.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris always gets nervous when this happens.
You got to wrap this up here real quick. Okay. I got to make a phone call. All right, moving game number 5, Norman North. Boy, we keep hearing all about Norman North and all these great West Side schools. They're 3-1 on the year on the road at Broken Arrow, 1-3. We talked about Broken Arrow maybe winning 3 or 4 games the entire year. This would get them to maybe 5 wins if they can pull this one off.
Good, yeah. Norman North wins.
Phil, you're going first?
Yep. Norman North wins.
You going to think about it?
Nope, don't have to.
Okay. You sure?
Yep.
Largest school in the state.
Yep. Largest.
On their home field.
Yep. Home.
Against a West Side school.
West Side.
Yep.
West Side hasn't done anything.
Got to travel.
Except for Santa Fe.
I like my chances. Everybody's picking against me. BA by 7, BA by 3. Norman North.
You want to go next?
You go next.
Go on, Chris.
I'm undecided.
No, that doesn't matter. You go next. We go in order.
Yep.
Hurry up. 3 minutes late.
I'm going to go 9-1 this year. This week. I know I am.
Going Norman North.
I'm going Norman North.
Go ahead,
I can't believe I'm picking a West Side school to beat East Side school.
Well,
it goes against everything in me.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Give me the West Side.
Oh.
Because it's the best side.
Oh, it is the best side.
Well, at least we all go down together.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, didn't lose any ground there.
Didn't lose any ground. No, we're all together. Okay. All right. Game number 4. Here we go. I put this one a little high for you, Phil. Perkins. Last time they were there, they disappointed you.
Do I go first?
You could have gone 10-0. I just went first, so Ronnie goes first.
Go ahead,
No,
Ronnie.
you went first. He went second, remember? Because
That's right,
he
'cause
was
you weren't
undecided.
ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Metro Christian, 3-1 on the road at Perkins, who's also 3-1.
God darn it.
I got to look this up here real quick. I want to try to be.
Who beat Metro?
That's why I got to look at Metro. I didn't have time to do this today. I want to Metro. You got to go to the right class. No, I was in the right class. Metro.
That's what you should have wrote down, Phil.
No, you're going to pick Perkins.
Okay, Metro Christian beat Tulsa Noah, lost to Poto. I mean, a lot of people in this Poto. Prairie Grove.
Oh, boy.
And Mount St. Mary is who they played.
Oh, okay.
So we know nothing really truly. We don't know anything truly about Metro.
How bad they lose to Poto?
24-7.
Okay.
24-7. I'm guessing you're going first.
Yeah.
No, this is Chris. Chris goes first.
Yeah, Chris goes first.
Chris
goes first. It's good.
Because Chris picks the number one game of the week.
Of course he does.
So we
already know who he's picking.
Yeah. So Chris is first. Then me.
Who's the number one game of the week?
Phil.
No, the wrong game.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm going Perkins.
Perkins.
Yeah.
Home game.
You're going Perkins.
Huge game.
Let me reveal this for you there.
Oh, Metro Christian.
Metro.
Wow.
Metro.
Wow.
Well, I love the private schools.
You do.
I think this is good. I think this might be the year for Perkins.
Perkins loses to a really good Marlowe team in overtime.
And number 4 team in our
Number
rankings.
4 team in our rankings. Give me Perkins.
All by myself again.
Man.
3 by myself.
Oh, Metro by 14, Metro by 10.
Dallas and Grant.
Yeah. They're in lockstep, Dallas and Grant are.
Waiting on Phil's Perkins pick to go down with Flames with me. Yeah. I was hoping you go Metro, honestly, Phil.
Now you're picking on. I was the champion last year, Chris.
He was champion. Stick to your guns.
How quickly they forget.
Oh, I forgot to hit enter on that one. So.
Oh, waiting on Phil.
Flustered.
There it is. Man. This week, I'm going to have to work on it to be watching the scores really close this week.
I watch it close every week.
Game number 3. Del City 3-0 on the road in McAllister.
Geez.
McAllister 3-1 on the year.
Who's first?
Me.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Same McAllister. You had him in the rankings earlier.
Preseason, I said McAllister's going to win this game, didn't I?
You did.
Saw offense, going Del City.
Del City. Going Del City.
All right.
Del City.
Del City and Del City. Yeah. I'm sure Dallas and Grant are going McAllister, right?
Oh, no. Del City by 41, Del City by 28.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Game number 2
should be game number 1.
Will be the
Should be
Piedmont.
the number 1 game.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
We say that out loud.
I went back and forth.
Okay.
You didn't show favoritism. I get it.
I think more eyeballs will be on Mustang Owasso than Guthrie Piedmont.
Well, see, the other publication has Owasso, Mustang like ranked 7th, and then Owasso like ranked 3. So 3 versus 7 doesn't seem like the game of the week if you're the other publication. At least our rankings, it's like 3 versus 4, right? Pretty much.
No,
Piedmont's not in the top 5.
Oh, in mine. Oh no, I'm talking about the next. I'm talking about the Owasso Mustang game rankings.
Yeah.
Piedmont 5-0, Guthrie 4-0, and Phil.
Who's got the box?
Who's got the box?
You.
Phil gets to go first.
I think this week we see some wrinkles in the Piedmont offense.
Yeah.
I think they've been holding on to it. I think they're going to unleash the passing attack. And I think it makes no difference. Guthrie wins by at least 14.
I think it makes no difference.
Makes no difference. I think it would make a huge difference.
Guthrie
Phil.
wins by at least 14.
If you can throw the football, you're going to be able to win in 5A.
You got to be able to throw the football. Just because you try to throw the football doesn't mean you can throw the football.
Okay.
Guthrie by 14.
Grant has Piedmont winning by 21.
Of course he does.
Oh, Phil, you picked Piedmont?
No.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I already had to list my house. It was just to get people on my back. I don't want to.
My bad. I thought you picked Piedmont.
No.
Okay.
Do I have a pulse?
Yeah.
Then I'm not ever picking Piedmont.
By the way, this could very well
Be the last game.
most unforeseen future. The last time these two teams play.
Grant corrected himself.
Piedmont moves up to 6A2 after this year. Yeah. So, all right. So at the beginning of the year, before all these games even took place, I said Piedmont will finish 8-2 on the year, which is outstanding, especially in District 5A2, the best district for the longest time in 5A football, arguably across the state. It's up there. And the 2 losses would be Carl Albert and Guthrie. So I will go with Guthrie.
I tried to find a way for
this game's going to be fun because Piedmont's going. I think they're going to have.
They're going to throw the kitchen sink.
They're going to have everything.
Yeah, I think so.
All the fans are going to show up.
I think because everyone's probably going to lose to Carl Albert and McGinnis is down just a little bit. You still got to play Guthrie and McGinnis.
I think you're playing. This is
if you're Guthrie, next 2 weeks we'll decide if you're on the road or go home first round for Guthrie.
Yeah, I think this is the game that Piedmont has circled on their schedule for the entire year outside of the playoffs.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons. Yeah, it's a little bit of a rivalry. A little bit of a rivalry.
You got to win once in a while for being a rivalry, but
that's going to be in all the lockers.
Oh yeah,
that's okay
on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
I don't care.
They're going to tune in next week for the first time. Well, they're going to comment for the first time next week.
Well, listen, they've got
they've
really
been watching.
They've got a really good football team.
Yeah.
They've got a really good football team.
They could be a top 5 team.
I've said this. I said this for years. Guthrie is a matchup problem for Piedmont in that offense. But I think they're going to throw some wrinkles. It's going to come down whether or not they can execute on that. If they can throw the ball effectively, we saw them come into our place a few years back and throw the ball effectively against Guthrie. It can happen.
Guthrie's been playing really good. They were off last week.
Yeah.
So they have to re-energize and get back to where they
got
were.
2 weeks to prepare as well.
I got
had 2 weeks to prepare.
Pretty good idea that they're pretty energized.
Well, I'm sure. No, I know they're energized. They just got to get.
Yeah. But I think this could be a really good game, or I think Guthrie could dog walk.
Well, that's why that's why it's number 2 game of the week.
Yeah. Or should have been one.
The same reason why I would pick Guthrie over Elgin is because Guthrie dominated that game last year in Elgin, and Guthrie and Elgin, if they played again, I would pick Guthrie for the same reasons. Just like Guthrie and Piedmont played last year, Guthrie won that game handily, just dominated on defense. I don't see anything else changing in that matter. I got Guthrie winning this game.
Yeah, big.
A couple scores, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be any more than 2 scores. We'll see. Yeah. I'll say that for another time. Grant says depends on how long the starters play. I'm not sure what that means. We'll move on to game number 1. Mustang 4-0 taking on Owasso. 2-2. West Side versus East Side. Mustang making a long trip up to Coach Blankenship and those Owasso Rams. And I bet our friend Dallas will have a good idea on. I wonder who Dallas is.
Whatever Dallas picks, I'm going.
It's up in the
whoever
up in
Dallas
the air.
picks, that's who I'm going with.
Okay, we know
you know
pick
what?
then.
I'll do the same thing.
You know what?
Whoever Dallas goes with is who I will pick.
You know what? So will I.
You got the box, Chris.
All right, I'm just going to put them all in here real quick.
Oh, Dallas threw a wrinkle at
I knew he was going to. That's why I.
Dallas, he's ornery.
Yeah, I have Owasso. All right.
Yeah, you have a Owasso ranked higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mustang. Mustang. Wow. I got Mustang. The West Side, cuz.
It's the best side.
It's the best side.
In
I got
5A.
Mustang. Go Mustang.
In 5A.
Let's go Mustang.
No. Oh, yeah. No, he went Mustang.
I got Mustang.
Okay. It's about the correct here.
Okay,
Trust me, we're going to get it on here.
You don't have to correct mine. Mine's fine just the way it is.
I'm 4 by myself. I need to win at least 2 of them.
You're gonna flip.
I got to win at least 2 of them.
Wow, man, this will be an
Our
interesting
bad
week.
picks might cancel each other out this week. Chris, you played it safe again.
Consistent.
Chris plays it safe.
Always plays
Just drive the speed limit.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I played it safe.
It's
But you
homecoming
guys
for Owasso, and there's some injuries in the secondary.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, well.
Homecoming.
Where was that little bit of information?
All
before the
kinds of
picks?
distractions during homecoming.
Where was that?
Boys can be
little-
out with the girls.
Hey, Dallas, where was that information?
Dallas, you demand Dallas.
Owasso wins.
Yeah, Mustang needs every bit of that to work for him.
You want to change your pick, Ronnie?
Lock of the week, Mustang.
Okay, that's 2 locks.
How many locks can you get?
You get 1.
Okay. Punk is going to beat Lawton. That's my lock.
All right, we got to hear. This was the longest huddle of the year.
The most fun, too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, that'll do it for the High School Huddle.
This is going to be crazy next week. Make sure you get it uploaded so I can see.
I did the graphic. I just didn't upload it. So, all right. We appreciate our great sponsors. Of course, our presenting sponsor is Generations Church. We're going to sign off here and get ready for the Open Mic Podcast, which follows us here a little bit after the show.
Open Mic's going to be good. I got some good stuff.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. Sounds like it.
You know about it?
Well, I thought we were talking about the one topic from earlier.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Best of luck to your football team this week. We'll talk to you next week, win or lose, here on the High School Huddle.